Good morning and welcome to episode number 303 of Simplifying Live with me, Shashank. I'm your host and the CEO of Simplifying. Brand expectations are extremely critical. How often have you seen an airline advertisement or a billboard in which there's a beautiful flight attendant pulling a duvet over a sleeping passenger, or someone serving a passenger a 5-course meal while the passenger is holding a pen in his hand and feeling really happy about being there? The reality for most airlines though, or most travelers at least, could not be more different. The reality is very different because they're at the back in 64D finishing up some document with dinosaur hands while working on their computer in this small space. Expectations and how airlines set them are often very different from reality. Airlines offer, overpromise, and under-deliver. But there are some airlines that do it right. And I'd love to share a couple of examples from my book, Soar. Let me quickly grab a copy. So right here is my book, Soar. And at the end of each chapter, I do an analysis called the 6X analysis. Just here's a closer look. In the 6X, there are 6 X factors which define a brand. And the first of those factors is expectation. I analyzed each airline talking about how they're doing on each of the factors, and let's focus on expectation. Singapore Airlines is one which does really well in terms of brand expectations. They have rigorously trained crew. They have lots of touch points that they optimize the brand delivery at. And guess what? They set the expectation that they're the world's best airline, and then they exceed that. They ensure that the delivery is flawless. They ensure that the expectations are not just met but exceeded for all of the passengers. It's a consistent brand experience. It's a consistent brand expectations. You know you're paying a premium and you're going to get treated well. A simple thing, for example, their new flight that they're launching in October to Newark on the A350-900 long range. That is going to be the world's longest flight. Now, you can expect to sit at the back in economy class, squeezed, 10 abreast seating or 9 abreast seating. But Singapore Airlines, just to keep that, premium feel, has actually taken away the economy class. There is only premium economy and business class. You cannot feel bad on this flight. You cannot actually feel taken advantage of. Of course, there are technical factors to this as well, like load. You can't fly that heavy a plane that long, but Singapore Airlines, true to their character, delivers well on brand expectations. Another example that I share in the book is Kulula, right here. Kulula. It's one of the largest, in fact, the first low-cost airline in South Africa. And I quote how they set their brand expectations. Kulula hits the mark, not just on every facet of brand expectation. They are human, down to earth, people friendly in the brand image they project. In fact, they use actual flight attendants in most of their advertising, and this gives the brand a strong feeling of authenticity. The folksy humor in their billboards, radio and TV spots resonates strongly with potential customers, and they're consistent. The airline has the wackiness factor in their ads and in the onboard experience. Kulula is no Singapore Airlines. They're a very basic low-cost airline, but they promise to travelers a fun, lively, humorous flight, and that's what they get. That's what's projected in the advertisements, and that is the reality as well. Sometimes I almost feel that airlines like EasyJet and Kulula, which are not promising the world to passengers, which only have an economy class egalitarian approach to service, have it easier when it comes to setting brand expectations because, hey, there is little that they can overpromise. In fact, some like Ryanair and Spirit have of late started doing a very good job of setting brand expectations as well because they clarify what they're not. They know that price is the product and the passenger knows that as well. They're just buying the seat. Everything other than the seat belt you have to pay for. And that's what is important. You can learn more and read more examples of airlines doing brand expectations and other things right and wrong in airline marketing in my book Soar. You can grab a copy on Amazon, at your local bookstore, or simply soar.com. That's simply with an I. I do hope you enjoyed this little nugget of insight from within the book. And I do hope you enjoyed reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it and bringing this insight to you. You guys have a fantastic day ahead, and I will catch you tomorrow, same time. Till then, have a great one. Bye-bye.